Hi everyone, and this is Sun with SunBurst Tarot, and today I wanted to do a reading on D.B. Cooper, the individual who ended up in November 24th, 1971, hijacked essentially a commercial plane going from Seattle to New Mexico, and got away scot-free with $200,000 cool hard cash in 20s, and has never been found since. It's one of the great unsolved mysteries in American culture from the 20th century. So I wanted to do a reading here today as the anniversary is coming up here shortly. And there has been some recent news that has come out lately with an individual who is suing the FBI to get some evidence that they collected, to as he thinks he's super close to excuse me, finding out who D.B. Cooper was. So without further ado, I wanted to kind of get into the reading, and excuse me, I'm getting over a sickness, so I'm going to try and not cough in your guys' faces too much, and get into the reading. So just some quick disclaimers. All information shared here is going to be alleged, for entertainment purposes only, and everything I'm going to be stating is an opinion, not a fact. So please, I don't think anything I'm saying is going to hold up in a court of law, but I'll see what I can get. So if you like these type of videos or other true crime, pop culture, I have some pick a card readings, or people just on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button down below, and I would love to see what other types of readings you guys would like to see. Excuse me. So with that, how I want to structure this actually is I want to kind of look at what's the energy leading up to the hijacking of D.B. Cooper, and then I want to see the energy as it happened, and then I want to kind of look at what happened afterwards. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to do one pile for before, one during, one after. We'll kind of look at the general energy. What are some of the things that went well or what didn't go well? And then kind of like some clarifying information for us as a whole audience and community who are kind of interested in this and what happened. So, and then afterwards, I'm going to, so before I do that, I'm going to actually pull a card here from the astral houses, and I want to see kind of like what was the major what was the major motive for this? Like, was it financial? Was it like an ego thing? Was it like, oh, you can't do this? Or was it like done out of like necessity? So I kind of just want to see what the energy, like, why did this occur? And I want to do that first to kind of give a little bit of a so just kind of, so we have the wealth coming up, so I think this is very much just a financially motivated thing. Just having that pop out as the card here. So definitely very financially motivated. Just wanted to get more money. And from what I'm getting from that card, excuse me here, quick second. Very much just, I think this is more like an ego wealth thing, where it's like, you said I couldn't do it, I'm going to get a ton of money, and I'm going to prove you wrong sort of vibe. So before I get into the cards, just some preliminary information that I was picking up on, as sometimes I pick up things intuitively. So initially, I don't think he died, or he's dead, or he wasn't dead, after the jump. Like, I think there's some conspiracies that he's like, we would have found him by now, or something along those lines. So they think he's dead. I don't believe so. I think he got away with this. Like, when he jumped, he was fine. Or maybe not fine, but there might have been like a broken ankle or a sprained wrist or something along those lines. I don't think he got away scot, like, uninjured, but, like, it was an easily explainable injury to anyone, like, if you would have seen it. It's like, when he jumped, I don't get that he died after that jump. Or if he did, it wasn't for a lot, like, it was a long time after that. And then another thing that I'm picking up is, like, a car. And I'm not sure if this was the car that, like, drove him to the airport, if this is what drove him away from the airport, if this was a vehicle that he just had around. But it's like I would describe it as one of the, like, an old 1960s olive green vehicle. Like that old olive green. It's got, like, I see it as like a box sort of top. It's got the really long, like, front engine, like, really long. And then, like, I can see the bars. It's very up and down bars, that are like the grill, and they aren't rounded or anything. It's like, they're almost very sharp. And, like, I almost see them as like an inch or 2 inches apart. And there's quite a few of them, but it's like, this is a pretty, for vehicles nowadays, I would say it's like the size of, like, some would say like a full-sized vehicle. But it wasn't small, and it wasn't big. I would like to say Buick, but I'm not sure if Buick was like a brand back in the 1970s. But, like, that's the type of style. I almost see it as, like, I'm not that well versed with cars from the 70s or the 60s. I apologize. But, like, this thing was pretty massive. Pretty big vehicle. I see olive green. Very inconspicuous. I mean, I think it's very much like a vehicle from the times. Doesn't stand out in any way. Yeah, and then, like, I see where I see the, like, where the landing took place. I'm always seeing as rolling hills. So, like, it's not mountains, but, like, rolling hills. There's a lot of trees. Like, just on, like, hills every which way. I don't know why I'm getting, like, I don't know what, I forget, I don't know what that flight path would look like. But I see a lot of rolling hills, a lot of greenery, or somewhat type greenery. And then also, like, getting into DB Cooper's, like, actual energy. I'm seeing this as, like, an individual who is very much, very, very controlled, very much controlled individual, suave, but controlled. Almost like, what's the wording I would like to use? So, you know those types of people who are, like, have everything planned out to, like, the nth degree, and, like, they're like, you need to do, a good example of this I have for, like, Disney plan, like, people who go to Disney and they're like, we have the full day planned, and this whole day is going to be, like, we need to get there, we get to the park at, like, 8 a.m. As soon as we get to the park, we are going to go to this ride at this time, because that's, like, the best time to do it. And then, like, once that ride's done, because it takes like 5 minutes to get to that ride, we have to go to, like, the other side of the park, because we need to get to this other ride, because if you get there past, like, say, 9:30 or like 9 o'clock. Like, it's near impossible to get on that ride without a wait time of like 40 minutes. But if we get there before like 8:55, like it's only going to be a 10-minute wait. So it's like it's like the person who's like, we have everything like down pat to like, we have a time, date, down to like the second, almost like I see like the synchronized watches, like everyone synchronize your watches now, and then like everyone's like running on the exact same time. That's the type of person I feel, that's the type of energy I feel from DB Cooper. So like when I say like this whole heist, essentially, this whole heist was planned to like the nth degree. And when I say nth degree, like it's nth degree. Like, I don't see it as like, I see it as like this person is like, we need to do it this time to this time to this time. So we'll see what kind of comes up here. So we're just going through. So this is the before, kind of leading up to the heist. This is during the heist. And then we'll also go and do, we're gonna see what happened after the heist, like after he jumped, and see kind of what happened. So I do believe he got away with this, just from like the energy. I don't feel like he passed. I definitely feel that like, okay, guys, what happened? This is really interesting. So like after the heist is kind of taking a little bit here. Whoops, alrighty. Okay, so I'm just going to put these, I'm going to put these over here for now. Put that to the side. I'm going to put this up in the corner. And kind of, let's see what kind of was going on as we were kind of leading up to the heist. So I see the lovers. Interesting here. Kind of, it's like, I don't think he did this alone. Kind of just seeing this with, so like the lovers. It's almost very interesting. Okay, kind of looking at what was going on. Like kind of what was some of the things that was kind of leading up to, leading up to the heist, like kind of what were some of the challenges, and then just kind of going on. Okay, so we have the lovers here. So we have the lovers, we have the high priestess, and we have strength. Okay, I don't know. So this, yeah, interesting. So I would like to say with the lovers here, the high priestess and strength, I'm getting this as an inside job of some sort. Kind of leading up to this, up to the heist. I'm getting an inside job. So like the lovers here, so he didn't do this alone. Probably a loving bond. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why I keep getting like stewardess in my head. So I don't know if like there was a stewardess on the flight that he was like getting into, like that was doing this with him. Interesting. And then with like the strength and the high priestess here, it's almost like this was like a commitment to themselves. It's almost like, oh, I wonder. I was kind of just looking at it. I'm wondering if this was like, initially I'm getting like vibes of like, we need to get money to start our lives together, and like we can do it. We just don't know how we just don't, like, we got to find the money somehow. And it's like, this is like not just a commitment to like, we're going to pull this heist off. I am seeing this as like a commitment to like, we're starting our lives together, or like I'm using this to like kickstart a life of some sort. So like how I'm getting that. So I see the strength card here as like, this is a major commitment. Like we're putting this together. We're going to commit to this. And then with the high priestess, I see it as almost like strength is like, I'm having the commitment to do it. I'm going to put all my time, money, and energy into doing this. And I'm also getting like the high priestess here is like, this is like a commitment, like we're thinking like the big picture, but we're also like like we're thinking about this from a larger perspective of how we can do this. Definitely a lot of love. Yeah, love, inside job. This is I'm getting this as like, this can be read in two ways. One, I'm getting like either inside job, like maybe this was done with someone who kind of had like insight and knowledge or information on what was going on at that point in time. Or I'm getting this as like, I don't know why I'm getting military, but another thing too is like, I want to start my life with someone. I don't know how I'm going to do it, I don't know how we're going to do it, but you know what? I'm like, it's almost like the Bonnie, I don't know why I get Bonnie and Clyde, where it's like, or not even Bonnie and Clyde, but it's like, there's the guy who's like, I want to marry you, and then like wants to go marry the, I don't know, the mayor's daughter, and the mayor looks at him and is like, you will never marry my daughter, you don't have enough money to do so, until you get a job, or you can do this, that, or the other thing, like, you won't get her. And he's like, fine, bet. So he like, okay, I need to get enough money to buy a house. I need to get enough money to support myself. I need to do it to kickstart my life. So it's like, well, I want to do it now. I don't want to wait. So it's like, I'm going to go do what I need to do to kickstart my life. So kind of like, otherwise it's like a little bit of a Romeo and Juliet situation potentially, but I'm really getting, it's like, you can't marry my daughter because you don't have anything to like do it. But it's like, okay, I'm going to go find it. Not in the most legal way, but he was going to go and do it. So that's kind of like the energy leading up to this heist here. But like putting that in perspective with the wealth card. Excuse me here. With wealth, this is definitely a money motivated crime. I'm definitely seeing this as like something that, yeah, was done for money. Yes, it was done to try and get money for something. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go into during the heist, what was going on during that heist. So we have the sun is like going on during the heist. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Reverse is kind of like something that like as like one of the challenges that kind of happened. And then we have the Fool as kind of like rounding it out. So this person during this heist, I think, oh yeah. Is this the one that was during? Or is this after? No, this is the during. This is the during. So the plan went off without a hitch. For this plan went off very, very well. It went off without a hitch. Like all the planning that went into it, it did what it needed to do. I'm seeing the Sun card. It was a happy ending. People were really happy with how this ended up. Or at least D.B. Cooper did. He ended up getting away with over $200,000. But then like with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm wondering if, so the challenge here is I don't know if he got all the money that he wanted. I don't know if actually $200,000 made it into that bag that he took, or if some fell out of the bag as he was flying. I don't think he left with everything that he got, or what was promised was given. Because with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, I'm seeing this as there's a loss of money somewhere, and I don't believe it was a loss of money from the people that he took the money from. I'm seeing this as either he didn't get all the money that he was promised, or something happened to the money as he was leaving, or like as he was fleeing. But I don't think he got everything that he wanted and or expected from his demands. Something happened I don't know if like money flew out the bag as he was flying, as he was like descending in his parachute, but I do not believe he didn't get everything that he wanted, or he lost money somewhere along the lines during the actual heist. And then with the Fool here reversed, he definitely took a very serious note to it. Like this wasn't something that was just done for fun. I'm seeing this as like, this has been, like I said, that planning energy, that cunningness definitely is coming in, where it's like, this isn't some willy-nilly plan that was put together. No, this is something that was planned to the nth degree. Like I truly believe that it's like where he actually like flew out of the plane, like he had it timed down to like the synchronized watch to like, at this time, at this second, I need to jump out of the plane here. So he was able to get picked up where he needed to get picked up. I see this as just super calculating, super planned, and there's a reason why he got away, how he got away with it. So I'm just going to move this right here. Okay, and now I'm going to do what happened after the heist, which I think everyone's kind of really curious about. So we have the Knight of Wands as kind of like the overlying energy. We have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Eight of Cups. So after the heist, interesting. So this is him walking away from something. We have the Ten of Swords being betrayed, and then we have the Nine of Wands as kind of like not letting people in. Interesting. I'm just gonna pull a tea leaf card here to kind of explain a little bit more of this. Because initial thoughts I have, okay. So just to kind of clarify this part of the spread, I have Boot, which is increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. And then I have Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. I'm thinking it actually clarifies like this. Okay. So with that in mind, kind of what happened after this, after what I'm picking up on after the heist, I'm seeing the money get hidden, or what they have left of the money is hidden. I see it getting like stuffed in a wall for some reason. Like I see like the bricks being put down, the saw is getting like put into the drywall to like pull it out, and then like you're taking out like the bricks, and like they're stuffing money into a wall. So I don't know if the money actually got used as it was supposed to be used, or how they originally intended for it to be used. But I'm really seeing the money gets put in a wall. And this could be like really metaphysical. Maybe it got put in a safety deposit box. Maybe it just got stored away for safekeeping, wherever that may be. Maybe it was buried. I don't know. I just see it getting put in a wall. I'm not sure why. But you do see two people doing it. It's not just one person. Like I'm seeing two people, and so like, yeah, I do believe there was more than one person involved here. It just wasn't one person. I really don't believe that this was one person who did this. Then I see the Ten of Swords here as like this challenge. So I don't know if someone got like ratted out for like a different crime. Excuse me. But I'm seeing this as, so with this betrayal card here, essentially Ten of Swords is betrayal. And the Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. I'm feeling like after the crime, like the person who was responsible for it, or one of the people that was responsible for it, this crime happening, they got put into jail for something else. Jail, I think it was jail or prison, like, but I'm feeling more jail, where they got put away for a different crime altogether, and the person that they did this with is the one who ratted them out. They got backstabbed, but they got backstabbed for a completely different crime almost. I wonder also if this was like I'm getting in my, like, what I'm seeing in my head for everyone is that one of the people gets put into jail, like with the Lover's card. I don't know why I'm getting it, but it's like, oh, you think it's like, oh, so it's like two guys. I'm like, let's hypothetically put it. It's like there's two guys. I'm seeing like two guys in my head. Both of them did the crime. One was like the getaway driver. One's the one that jumped out of the plane. And like they're going back home. And then they're like, they put the money in the wall. Or like one of them, yeah, like they put the money in the wall, and then like guy's getting ready to go take some of the money to like start his life out and do what he like go and start his life. And one of the guys was like, wait a second, I like that same person. You know what? I can get you on something else. So like he goes to the police and then like rats out on his friend, and then that friend then gets put into jail. Him and that woman break up, and then this other guy who was his business partner kind of swoops in and kind of takes the girl, but takes the girl and marries her, and his business partner's rotten in jail. But he doesn't say anything, and that's the interesting part. And then like I don't know why he doesn't take the money though. Because I don't see them going back for the money. Like the money is still stuck in that wall. Like I see the money still stuck in the wall. And then with them, and then here like kind of with the Eight of Cups is walking away, and then with new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up with the Archway. I don't know why they both walked away from this money. Like I legitimately see like this money is like in a wall in a basement somewhere, and they just both walked away from the money. Like one of them's has been out of jail, and then the other one has been like starting his new life. And it's like I don't know if like they forgot about the money that they still have stuck there, or if it's just like the money didn't, like there wasn't, I don't know if there wasn't enough money for like both of them to do what they wanted, or they tried to get the heat off of them in some way, but like, and they just wanted to wait to go get it. But they both walked away from this situation and that money, and they kind of just haven't both looked back, as they've kind of done different things. One because they couldn't, and the other one just because they could. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's so interesting. I'm not getting a location at all. So I don't know where either of these two, like, but I do see this as there are two people definitely involved in this whole process. This plan kind of went off without a hitch for the most part, other than them losing money or them not getting enough money, or like the money that they thought they were going to. So I definitely see that. And then them just both walking away for some reason, but I do see it as like a walking away because of a betrayal. It's almost like, it's like I said, one of them threw the other one underneath the bus, but they didn't throw each other under the bus for this crime, but for a different crime altogether. I'm actually going to I'm going to see if I can get any other information, but like that's just the initial energy I'm getting. I'm actually going to pull tea leaf cards for this, to see what I get, if there's like anything that we're kind of missing here. Like, okay, so what are we missing that we haven't, like, that we aren't like understanding? Like, is there something that we just haven't seen that we should be looking at here? Okay, so we have that card that flew out. I'm just gonna see if we get any tarot here. Okay, being like, what are we missing, or what should we be looking at that we just haven't seen? That actually came out really quick, comparative to the rest of everything. So just to kind of put everything into perspective, and we're going to see casket, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. Interesting. So, all right. So we have casket. This is what we're missing. So we have the devil. We have temperance reversed. And we have the Four of Wands. Interesting. So what we're missing here is, what I'm feeling that we're missing is that there was a catalyst to, is this from before? Is this leading up or afterwards? Afterwards? Before. So this is before this all happened. Something occurred before it happens that we're not seeing. I don't know why I'm getting Vietnam, but maybe that's like I said, I feel like I have a military presence here. I'm not sure why. But with the devil card and the Four of Wands, and then the casket, as well as the temperance card reverse, what I'm getting here from this, at least, is there was I don't know if there was like a shady business deal. Interesting. I'm wondering if this is like a shady business deal gone wrong. Like this, like the crime, no, but leading up to it, like why they did this wasn't, like I said, wasn't for fun. This was like a very well thought out, planned crime. And with the devil card and the Four of Wands, I'm almost seeing this as like, you want out? This is what you're going to have to do. Or you need this amount of money to get out of this situation. Or you need, like, some would say maybe paying off debts. What I'm really getting here is that it was almost like the casket could be very literal in that sense of someone died, needed to get shit figured out, or they were next, but excuse me, I think what we're missing here is definitely there was like either, okay, I'm just gonna really see I'm just gonna say it very bluntly. I either see like a funeral, or even like a wake. In my head, I'm almost seeing as like there's people standing around, someone passed. Maybe that was, excuse me here for 1 sec. Thank you. Got something on my throat. But I'm really seeing this as like, I don't know if you see like the small town funerals or funerals in general, like they're there, like two people are there for a buddy, and then like the buddy died from like a freak accident or from like not knowing any better, and they're like, well shit, where next? We need to get out of this. How do we get out of this? I want to do this. And then the guys over here like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't have the funds to do it. You don't have the funds to do it. Okay, well, how are we going to figure this out? Like, can we figure it out? Like, or they're like, oh, we had something from the past that we used to do. That's like, well, we used to do it. I know you have the skills. I know I have my skills. We're both in a bad situation here that we want to get out of. How do we get out of it? Oh, we can get out of it like this. And then like they come to, it's almost like there's a reunion of two different things, of like maybe like bad trauma, or not even trauma, like two dudes used to do bad things together. They both separated. Then like out of happenstance or circumstance, they met up again. It's just like, you're in a bad spot right now. I'm in a bad spot right now. You know what? Together, we can get out of this bad spot together. And it's almost like there's like, that's like the piece missing. There's two people in two different situations coming together to get them out of, like, this is the solution to get them out of that situation, out of those situations. But in the end, it didn't work because they didn't have enough money, or there was a change to the plans. But I do see this as like an older, the two people who did this, I'm still saying that there's two. If I'm wrong, okay, but I'm seeing two people. Two people came together. Only one person kind of got away scot-free. The other one's in jail for something something that they did, but the past caught up with them in some way, shape, or form. So with that, that's all I'm gonna read on this situation. If you guys have anything to add, or if you guys like this, please leave a comment down below. Share this video, and if there are any other readings that you would like to see, please leave them down below and comment, and I would love to get some suggestions from what you guys would like to see. And with that, thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you in the next one. And like I said, if you're interested, the subscribe button is down below. I plan on doing more videos like this, including true crime, readings about pop culture, and even about YouTubers and some of the drama going on here. So thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye, guys.